Hello, and welcome to 73 Words in the 732, short stories from the East Brunswick Public Library. I'm your host, Melissa Hosick. Since 2018, the library has been celebrating National Short Story Month with a short story competition. With inspiration from our area code 732, we challenged our community to write short stories with 73 words or less. This podcast showcases some of our authors from the grown-up category. Today, we are joined by Roux Bedrosian from East Brunswick. Welcome, Roux.
Hello, good morning.
So when did you start writing?
Oh, goodness. So I'm 30 now, and I think I picked up a pen and started writing stories and original narratives maybe around 6 or 7. So we're going past 2 decades now. It's been a long time. And it's something I have always come back to, no matter what is going on in my life, for better or worse. So it's always been there for me, like my whole life, essentially.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, what inspired you to write your 73 words in the 732 submission?
Well, during the time that this was going on, this little contest and event, I was enrolled in some writing classes. I took quarantine to hone in on my skills and sharpen my tools. So I was taking some virtual classes at a wonderful place called Project Right Now down in Red Bank. And I was in the throes of doing short stories and little fiction excerpts, and I thought, wow, what a great way to practice the things I am learning, especially because you only had 73 words. That is not a lot of words. That's not a lot of words. And I think as I was going through it, it really hit me over and over, wow, that's not a lot of words. So when I wanted to submit to this, I knew I wanted to tell a story, something fictional. I didn't want to go more memoir with it. And I figured, you know what? Best way to tell a short story like this is with dialogue. So I aimed to do a dialogue-heavy microfiction. And spooky stories and horror stories have always been my favorite as a reader. So I thought, let's go into a genre I'm super comfortable with and something I would enjoy reading if I was on the other end of it. So that inspired this little piece called The Graveyard Shift.
Well, we'd love for you to read it for us.
Oh, I would be honored. So yes, this is called The Graveyard Shift. Your turn, Ted declares. No, Jim protests. I did it last time. A huff precedes Jim's move, an 8 of spades. Ted smirks, laying down his ace. While they play, dragging out their war, investigators bustle outside. Ugh, fine. Jim stands with translucent limbs. Floating by the windows, he gives a ghoulish moan that terrifies today's visitors. They scatter as Ted chuckles. Jim frowns. Haunting houses just isn't what it used to be.
Thank you so much for sharing your story.
You're welcome.
That definitely took us somewhere. Do you share more writings, and if so, where can people find them?
I do. As long as people let me do it, I'll keep posting it. But mostly everything I do can be found on my website and my virtual portfolio. So it's super easy. It's rouxbedrosian.com. There you'll find more fiction. I dabble in poetry. I post the occasional blog, and predominantly I am a musician. So you'll see a lot of songs there, both original, covers, anything I can, occupy myself with in this time of creating things from home. But yeah, rouxbedrosian.com is kind of your one-stop shop for anything I do.
Well, again, we appreciate your time, Roux, and have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you for joining us today on 73 Words in the 732. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Check out our back catalog anywhere you listen to podcasts, and subscribe to be notified of our future episodes.